All right, greetings everybody, and welcome to week number 15. That is right, week number 15. That's 5, that's 10, and that is 15 of your 9443 class, which is your academic libraries class. As always, I'm your professor, Dr. Jace K. Austin, and what we are going to do today is going to be basically just a farewell. I had wanted to go over that data that I told you about a few weeks ago, but that data is only being presented through the webinar, at least so far. They have not actually released the PDF, so all I can really do in this situation is link the webinar for you. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a webinar that they did on that data linked in this announcement. But that's kind of deflating. I'd actually wanted to go through it myself, and I'm a voice that you all are familiar with, so I wanted to make that my final check-in video topic. And now that that's not available, what I'm going to say is there are no other topics that are worth talking about, nothing that I think would be of interest to you or that would be, of current interest to you outside of the course materials and things like that. I just don't see it. So to be honest with you, I hope this isn't too deflating as a final check-in video for this class, but basically what I'm going to do right now is just thank you all for taking the class. I'm going to tell you about the things that are going to be linked in this announcement. There are going to be 2 resources that are linked in this announcement that you can make time for, or you don't have to. It's going to be totally optional, but I will say that if you are somebody who's going to be planning to work at an academic library, then it may be good for you to make time for at least the stats, the state of U.S. academic library stats. At least you want to, I would recommend that you watch that webinar if you have time and if academic libraries are the way you want to go. And then I've also got a little webinar on HBCU libraries that was recorded back in September, and I'm going to link that one as well below. And if you want to get some information just on the state of HBCU libraries these days, and that's going to be a good one for you to watch. But as far as your state of the course update, really you've pretty much done everything. You've got your final safety and security that's going to be due actually on Friday. I do want you all to note that that's going to be due on Friday, not on Sunday. Try to finish that up on Friday. I'll probably have a little grace period because I'll be grading other things, but I wanted the due date to be while the semester was still going, because we do move into examinations really starting on Saturday, but I think the Mizzou calendar says Monday, but it's really Saturday. And then your job comparison final assignment. Again, you all are a pilot population for this assignment, so for one thing, don't worry your grades. I'm going to grade these pretty leniently because, again, you're the pilot population, and I've got to figure out based on how you all perform what I need to change about the assignment to make it better. So with that said, you all don't have to stress a lot about this assignment. Now, here's something that I do want to be clear because one of you has already turned this in and then gave me a note. So here's what I want to be clear. It is okay however you do it, as far as I do want to see the job vacancy announcement or the position description. I do want to see it. But whether it is an appendix in the paper or whether it is a separate file in Word or PDF or whatever, doesn't really matter to me, okay? Because I think that somebody who has already turned it in said, hey, I turned it in before you said turn it in as a PDF, so for me it's an appendix. That is fine. If you do appendix, that is fine. If you do PDF, separate PDF or separate document, whatever, that is fine. I just need to see the job description, sorry. I need to see either the job description or the job vacancy, depending on which you have. I just need to be able to see it, okay? So whether it's an appendix, or whether you turn it in as separate files, that is fine. And based on how I receive it this semester, that will help me adjust the directions next semester so that nobody else runs into so that the turning the assignment in will be a much cleaner process next fall. So I know that doesn't help you all, but again, you all are helping everybody who comes behind you all. And again, I am going to grade y'all very very leniently compared to those who come after you. So don't worry, it's all going to balance out. I promise it's all going to balance out. Dr. Jace tries to be as fair as possible. All right, now as far as my recommendations, and then I'm going to let you go, so this is going to be like a 8-minute check-in video. Those recommendations that I was talking about, let me get you out of my email first. Okay, so the first one, as far as these are webinars that I recommend you watch if you are interested in working in an academic library and you're interested in this subject matter. But again, while I recommend that you watch them, there is no requirement that you watch them. This is optional. And then also you can tuck these away and save them for later. So like if you don't have time now because you're doing exams and you're registering for class and this, that, and fourth, then what you can do is save this for later. Come back and register. Not come back and register. Come back and watch these maybe during Christmas break. After you've turned in all your assignments, after you got your grades back, maybe that week between Christmas and New Year, if you find that to be a boring week, if you have nothing going on, who knows? I don't know what the case is for you, but what I do know is, yes, whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and when you have that free time, you can watch these. So the first is this ACRL presents the State of U.S. Academic Libraries, findings from the 2024 survey. I wanted the actual report, and you all saw that I linked the 2023 report in one of the previous announcements. Well, I wanted the 2024 report so I could actually make a video of it, but it's not there. I've looked online, I can't find it, and so yeah, the only thing I can do really instead is recommend this webinar. So, and this webinar isn't it's not too long when you think about library webinars. So we're looking at 47 minutes. That's actually not that bad because library webinars, they can be over an hour, they can be an hour and a half, they can be all the whole 9 yards. So 47 minutes, a little over 45 minutes, that's actually not too bad. That's manageable. And then depending on, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but depending on how fast or slow they are talking, you might be able to speed that up as well and still retain the information. So I do recommend this one, and then I actually also recommend this, and so I'm going to have a link to this as well. So if you are planning to potentially work in HBCU libraries, historically black college and university libraries, if this is where you find yourself, this is actually a good chat between Marquita, I forgot Marquita's last name, Gooch, yes, Marquita Gooch. Between Marquita Gooch and Dr. Chandra Walker. Dr. Chandra Walker used to be one of the higher-ups in BCALA, which is the Black Caucus of the American Library Association. And Marquita, she's a very accomplished public librarian down in Georgia, but she also runs this podcast as a side sort of thing that she does. And it can be pretty informative for those who watch. And I think Sandra's episode was definitely an informative one. She has interviewed me, but what I will say is you probably don't want to watch that one that I was doing. If you find it and you're bored, if you want to watch it, that's fine. But what I will say is that was meant for a very specific audience, and I'm not sure that the people here would be interested in that. Because if I thought it would be of interest to you, then I would actually provide it to you, but I don't think it's going to be of interest to you. But anyways, those are 2 webinars that, again, I think are worth your time. And really, I don't have anything interesting to kind of put out here today because I didn't get to go over that data. So that's what the plan would have been, but it's no longer a plan that I have access to. So there you go. All right. Well, with that said, thank you all for being a wonderful class. If you are graduating this semester, congratulations. If you're not graduating, I do hope that you will consider taking another one of my classes in the future. But if you don't, then I did still enjoy having you in this class, and I wish you all the success in the world. For those that I will see again in other classes, I look forward to it. And let's just keep it going. I love learning. I love learning. I love teaching. I love what I do. I love spending this time with you all. And so I hope that for those of you who are not graduating, if there are other classes that you can take with me, then I hope that this won't be the last time that I see you. Till then, I am Dr. Jace. You finished the race. Congratulate yourself. Enjoy enjoy the rest of the year. And good luck. See you next year. if you come back. And again, if you're graduating, all the more power to you in your future endeavors. Take care.